Hey everybody, I am gonna make a cucumber radish salsa, or maybe it's a radish cucumber salsa. I don't know which one comes first, but all I know is it's just really good and they're equally as great and you're gonna love it. Stay tuned. Please subscribe and ring the bell so you'll get a notification of all of our new videos. Hey all my great kitchen friends, it's summer and the produce is just busting out at the farmer's market. I'm gonna make a salsa. Now when you think of salsa, you totally think of tomatoes and cilantro and things like that. This is a salsa made with cucumbers and radishes. This is part of our radish series because I think radishes are just, don't get enough respect. And I always just used to cut them up and put them in my salad. And I'd stop doing that. So I'm making it up to the radishes. We have a whole series. You can see the link below. So anyway, we're gonna get started. We want about half a pound of radishes. You can buy them in a little container by the pound, right? That way it's pretty easy. You can get half if you're just buying a bunch. You probably want about 12 small radishes. Now let me show you here on cam. You see the difference between the radish? All right, let me see if I can say. Small radish, not so small radish. All right, so if we're gonna go with these, we're gonna go with 12. If not, we're gonna go with like 6 of these. Now, we're gonna cut these up. And how you cut them up is determined by how chunky you like your salsa. If you like big fat chunky salsa, then you make big fat chunky cuts. If you like little piece salsa, make little piece cuts. I kind of like the little piece cuts for this because I think it's better that way you can get a little piece of everything when you take a bite and you're not just getting like a big chunk of radish and a big chunk of cucumber. So anyway, we're going to cut these up. All right, we have our radishes cut up in the little bitty chunks. If you got a few big ones in there, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. And if a few get on the floor, well, I'll find out if my dog likes radishes or not. No, I'm just kidding. I'll clean up. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 1 English cucumber. Actually I was a cucumber flipper in a former life. No, just kidding. 1 English cucumber. You can use any cucumber you want. I like the English ones because for something like a salsa, they don't have as many seeds. And so, and you can keep the skin on. So I'm gonna just cut the little end off. And then we're gonna cut this, I like to cut it in half because it's easier to deal with. And we're gonna just cut this in the same size chunks if possible as the radish, right? Sometimes I make it a little bit bigger. Oops. Right. So you can get a little more of the cucumber taste in with the radish. It's entirely up to you. You can't go wrong on this, right? There is no wrong. There just is in your mouth. All right. Cut that up. Put these in the bowl. We get this one. Go cut it in half. Cut it in half again. Chops there. Slice there. Slice there. All right. Put all these in the bowl. It's a very, very, very visual salad. The greens and the reds. All right. Now we are going to use a quarter onion. You can use a sweet Vidalia if that's what you like. I have a Spanish onion here because I like the crunch a little bit more and I like some additional colors into it. Same thing goes here. We're gonna cut this up the same. You want little pieces on this. You don't want the big pieces of onion. It kind of overpowers everything else. All right. And we're gonna go ahead and cut this up. Especially if you're going to use a red onion, you really need to have small little pieces. All right, you can't. These people escaped before I could chop them up. All right, let's put this in there. This is a great salsa to put on tacos. Go with fish, some chicken, right? Just eat it with a spoon. Now, we are going to go and we are going to take 1 garlic clove, all right? And we're going to just kind of mince it up. And we have our garlic clove. Don't need a lot of garlic here. There's a lot of strong flavors in there already, but it's a nice play. Alrighty. And half a bunch of cilantro. All right, I love cilantro. I use it for so many different things. We only need a half a bunch. We'll put the other one towards our chimichurri recipe, which if you haven't seen, that's also below, and that's one of my favorite things ever. All right, so we're gonna take a half a bunch of cilantro. You know how you get cilantro off, right? If you get a few of the stems, don't worry about it. It's expected. All right, now we're gonna give this up a nice chop. God, it just smells so good with all these different flavors of the. All right. Let me clean my board. Whoop. Drop my towel. All right. And last but not least, we're gonna do some seasoning. All right. We're gonna take the juice of one. I got cilantro hands. Of 1 lime. Always roll it. Cut it in half. I'm going to use my new favorite juicer tool. Actually, I'm going to do a whole video on this. And we're going to juice the lemon. Did I say lime earlier? I meant lime. All right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to squeeze the juice in there. We're going to do the other side. Oh. I squeezed too soon. All right. And now we are seasoning it with salt and pepper to taste. Most everybody will use about a 1/4 teaspoon. These are 1/4 teaspoons fresh salt. Again, this is to your taste. I don't know what your taste is like. If you like more salt, use more salt. If you like more pepper, more pepper. Speaking of taste, now, we're at this point where we have to make a decision. It's a decision point. This has got a lot of flavor already. It's got a little bite from the radish, right? The onion. It's got a little kick. I like the way it is. If you like a little more heat, this is where you can bring in a jalapeno pepper. If you want to go a notch up higher, you can go serrano. If you're kind of crazy, you could go with a habanero. And I say crazy in a good way because I can't eat habaneros. This is about as far as I can go. I'm going to take this to a group of people tonight who are going to just like it the way it is. They're not big into hot, so I'm going to leave it here. So we're going to just mix this up now. And again, it's not what you can traditionally as a traditional salsa, but it's a great topping. I have seen some people who have taken this and that doesn't fit. So back to what I was saying, I have seen some people who have squeezed, instead of lime juice, or in addition to lime juice, they've squeezed orange juice over it too to give it more sweetness. All right, give it a taste. So fresh, so good. I'm getting close up here. Isn't that nice looking? So anyway, support your local radishes, make the salsa, and as always, keep on cooking.